Hello everyone and welcome back to Andres Early Reads. Now stop anything you're doing and go get Of Empires and Dust, the fourth book on The Bound and the Broken. If you haven't started the series yet, I will urge you to go and get all of the books. They are amazing. Go and get of War and Ruin, the book 3. Go and get Of Darkness and Light, book 2. Go and get Of Blood and Fire, the first book, the one that hooked me, that grabbed my heart and took me in an incredible experience. Now, with that out of the way, I tell you that today we will be talking about the fourth book of that series, that it is Of Empires and Dust, that's releasing now on March 31st. I was part of the ARC team, the Advanced Review team. I'm incredibly grateful to Ryan for making me part of that team, and I want to share my experience of what was to return to Etheria, the world where The Bound and the Broken happens, and why you should go there too. First and foremost, The Bound and the Broken, it's a magical series. It's dragon riding, it has magic, it has all the epic feelings, the size, the magnitude of everything that's happening it's incredible. But beyond of those things lies the incredible writing skills of Ryan Cahill that brings to us an incredible array of characters, and he makes us partake in their journey. He involves us, he wraps us in their lives, in their plights, in their sufferings, in such a way that you cannot avoid but feel them. And when you feel them, you feel with them, and you feel within you. And he does it in such a warm way that you are part of the journey. You are part of their joys and their sadness and their anguish and their despair, because there's plenty of despair and anguish and sadness, but there's also an incredible amount of heart, of joy in their world, in the way they find themselves, in the way they find others. And when you start to reminisce, to remember their stories, you cannot avoid but smile, but laugh, but cry. And I want to talk about a little what was my experience with The Bound and the Broken. The first book of Blood and Fire was small-ish in scope. You get introduced to the world, to Kaelen, to Aeson, to two of our main characters throughout the series. You get to know Eric, Dalen, and you start in this path of changing from country boy to revolutionary, unwilling perhaps revolutionary in the first book. And as as the books progress, as Kalen progresses, as Aeson progresses throughout the books, you can feel them changing, growing. As the story progresses, you feel the growth in the characters. And not only those, but every other character in the series grows in such an incredible and natural way that it's it feels so human, so emotional. Their ways, their path. It was it was incredible to see Ryan's writing grow and evolve and accompany the character's growth. And that's one of the great things about this series is how it never stops growing and adding marvelous things to it in writing and in emotions. Because if there is one thing that of Empires and Dust does brilliantly is to bring out the emotions in you. You get wrapped up in the story in such a way that you feel everything that's going on. It's an incredible storytelling aspect of Ryan's writing that you cry, you laugh, you cry more, and he manages that balance in such a masterful way. He knows when you had enough tears, and he throws in uh, a warm blanket around you with a joke, with a quiet scene, with a quiet moment of reflection where you can breathe again and recover, because you feel that's like life. You can't keep crying forever, and on the same measure, you can't live a life of laughter forever. Sometimes life sucks, and we all know it. And Ryan brings that human aspect to us in many ways, and you grow as you read the story, as the story progresses, as you know more of the characters. And that was incredible in Empires and Dust. There are masterful parts of the plot, of the story, of the world that came together in book 4. Threads woven down in the beginning, threads that you didn't really know where they were going through. They come together, they become part of a woven, incredible grand tapestry that makes you marvel at Ryan's writing, at his vision, at the way he wrote the whole of the series to bring us to this point where so many things converge. The gods, the humans, the elves, the dragons, everything is part of that story in such a natural way. But you cannot but marvel and love how he brings you into that majestic story. I you have to go and give this series a chance if you haven't. You have to go to Ryan's website and grab the free novel, The Fall, that it is incredible You can read it before the first novel, you can read after the first novel, you can read it after you read the first three novels. I wouldn't recommend you reading it before, after the fourth book. I would recommend you to go and grab all of the books, read them back to back to back, because they're that good, and you feel enraptured, you feel drawn to the story, and they never feel like the size they are, because they are big books, but you never feel it. I want you to go and join the Discord, Ryan's Discord, if you like the books, if you enjoy talking books, if you enjoy talking whatever. The community there is incredible. You'll find me, you'll find other readers of The Bound and the Broken, you'll find readers of many other books and series. We talk everything over there, and I hope you join us in this adventure. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope your TBRs never be empty and your mugs always be full. Take care.